Hey guys, how's it going? Just gonna go over my July recap. This is July 2021, and you can see it's my second worst month of my career so far. Sized up way too much. I mean, coming off my best month in June of, let me see here, 30th. So it's my best month, $420, 3 cents. Nice. Uh, I mean, dip and rips were working. I thought I found my kind of setup. It was working really nice. Um, you can just see it was just nice curve, and I was winning more than I was losing. And when I was winning a lot more than I was losing. So, yeah, you can see right here is $97 to negative $17 on the loser and then the winner. So, but we're not here to talk about June. We're here to talk about July. Um, Heading into it, dip and rips weren't working. First off, that was my number one pattern going into July. It's what made June so profitable. And they just weren't working. I mean, we can look at um TATT was the hardest one probably. I just couldn't be wrong on it. I got way too stubborn. I kept my losses small, but since I took so many freaking trades on it, I overtraded, lost $231 on it. I mean, it's not that much, but it's big compared to I just sized up too much. I was too convinced it was gonna work and just ended up not working and faded. You can see the daily chart here. So the big gap up had a history of putting in a 2-day run. Back I think this is the NFT craze back a while ago, and this is just getting beaten down since. So it's the power of cutting your losses, I guess, if you get anything away from it. So you can see that was a dip in rip I was trying for. We can look at BLIN. This was another tough one. Another dip and rip, I believe. Yeah. And this one just didn't work as well. You know, it's like in too early and then cut it and then just didn't do what I thought it was gonna do. So here's a 5 minute, I guess. I think this, yeah, we had the 1 minute up there already. So yeah, I mean, you can't win 100% of them, and you just have to adapt when things aren't going well. Biggest loss was RGBP. This is an OTC breakout play I was trying for. You can see a good daily chart. I'll take this. I'll take this trade 100 times. I mean, you look at like DLPS. Try to pull up a chart here. DPLS, excuse me. Um, Same exact chart. I mean, we're looking at like this as that um right here. So you can see that spike consolidation set at base, and then it was breaking out on a little bit more volume, not exactly enough volume. Didn't have any news as well, so that also sucks. Have to be more selective. Have to be more selective in July. That was the main um theme of July. Be more selective. Market was slow. It's summer trading, and yeah, so it just got sized in way too big. Thought whatever, if this doesn't work, then it doesn't work, and I'll take a big loss on it. But I think I lost like 10% on this. So I was taking a big position size, way too big of position size for the amount of risk. I got a late entry and then just started adding on the dips. It was just bad. I mean, it was just bad trading. Caught FOMO and just didn't need to. But you can see worked on DPLS, but DPLS also had news and it also had volume. So you live and you adapt. So it's not a big deal. What other trades can we go over? Near the end of the month, started implementing size down dramatically after these days. I think it was like an $800 day. We can look here. Yeah, $811 loss day. So bringing the total to that number, you can see. So sucks, but that's trading, and still new. I'm only a little over a year and a half into this. Um, Still have the long-term mindset, the 5-year plan that we always talk about. Going to CPOP. This is when I sized down. This was just a bounce play on volume. Ended up working, just too early. Had the gap up, spike. I thought maybe it would put in this move in the morning. Messed it up. Should have been thinking about that 11 a.m. bounce. It's that shorts. Usually about around that time, shorts start covering their position, and there are a ton of shorts in this, I guarantee you. But yeah, nice chart. If you're looking for a bounce, had to bounce sometime, and you can see it bounce from like 5 to 7. So I mean, right there would have been a great play. That's what I was looking for. And around this time, I believe I joined Small Cap Rockets. That was something I learned from them. This was another dip in rip, I believe. Ended up working, but yeah, I mean, Neuro is the biggest freaking runner of the month. You can see I was way too early. Isn't that sad? Um, Cut my loss at 4 before it went to 12, and then eventually it went to freaking 38. So that sucks. But I mean, it's somewhat confidence inspiring knowing that you're on the right track, even though the trade doesn't eventually work out. So, knowing what I know now, obviously it's hindsight trading. Um, is making higher highs before eventually breaking. Could have turned this to a small winner, and then if you look at like a 5 minute, a little bit bigger picture, you could buy this breakout. Um, Sucks, but and then I implemented this $2 risk that we talk about. Um, Learn from Bryce. You're risking 200 bucks. You're pretty much putting in $1,000 invested, and you're risking around 2%. You're working on the process over the profits. I mean, it makes sense. I'm losing money anyway. Why would I continue to lose money? I don't know. I'll wait until I'm consistent to size up again. Or if the market heats up. So that's my plan going forward on that $2 risk. Hopefully you understand that. Hopefully that was a decent explanation. Um, you're ready. You're pretty much sizing down dramatically. I think I was risking $5,000. Not risking, obviously, but investing $5,000. In the beginning of July from like $2,000. So crazy jump up there, and now I'm risking 100 or risking $2, investing $100. So we'll see how this goes. This is a 3rd day surge. That spike, the red day consolidation, and then you're hoping that the shorts cover and it continues to rip higher, squeezes shorts. Didn't really work, so I cut it. $2 loss. Big whoop. This was probably the best one of the month, even though it was $4. I mean, it definitely felt like the best trade. Um, you can kind of see it's that 3rd day surge again, but it was more that red to green. Closed week, whatever, open week, excuse me, and pushed up on more volume than the previous days. It had a good daily chart. Wish we could get more detail on these, but kind of is what it is. I guess I can pull it up on here. BT is that Bitcoin play. Bitcoin was running as well. Oops. And you can see this is setting up perfectly for a breakout. Over 10, I'm looking for it on Monday morning. So we can probably look at like this 1 minute. Let me get these out of here. What the hell? There we go. So it's basing right under that on 9.5 level. Broke it after hours today. Was it this day? Can't remember. I think it was. It definitely was. Broke red to green. It was hanging around red to green. And I took an entry, and then had a nice sell. Right around there at that trend change. You can see that trend line there. Trend broke, cut it. Good trade there. Even though it wasn't very big percentage wise, it still felt like a very good trade. Then watched it consolidate, chop around for a little bit longer. It's kind of like OTC Swizzle, except it's on a listed stock. That view up high a day, or view up hold high a day break pattern. You kind of look for like gun, whatever you want to call it. There's a bunch of names for it. ABCD pattern. And I just buying a simple breakout, and then it cut off half into that spike, and then another half for pretty much break even. Can't remember what I was thinking back then. Maybe it was this trend here, this trend line. I'll write it out like that. Broke it, pretty much covered for break even, or sold for break even. And then here's this trend line here. Like this. So yeah, they were good trades. Pretty much taken the meat of the move. I mean, obviously it's a shoulda, coulda, woulda, but there wasn't much meat on the bone on something like this. I was wanting to. My original plan was buy red to green, hold till 950, and then ideally 950 breaks on a Friday short squeeze. And it looks like we'll get that on Monday instead. So we can talk about that later or whatever. Pretty much all I wanted to cover. $2 risk, the best month in June, sizing up way too much in July, and then the dip and rip's not working, and highlighting TAD as an example. So heading into August, I'm gonna continue implementing that $2 risk. Being more selective, about $1,000 under PDT. That was another thing in July. I was over PDT, taking way too many trades. I will be focusing on the best trades again. So yeah. So wish me luck. Look forward to learning more, and I'm just continuing to grind at it, showing up every day. There's a quote that goes, 80% of success is showing up every single day. And I think if I continue to show up every day, I'll eventually get it. I guess I'm still only a year and a half into this, a little over. Takes most traders 2, 3, 4, even some 5 years. My good buddy Steven Johnson, he's been at this for 4 or 5 years now, and he had a losing month this month. It happens. I mean, you have to keep that long-term mindset, and if you're in the same position that I'm at, just keep going. You'll eventually get it. And yeah, I mean, I'm in this for the long run. Doesn't really matter if I make or lose as long as I stay in the game. I mean, that's the main goal. That's the main focus right now, is staying in, conserving that capital, and living to trade another day. That's my mindset going into August. Look forward to being consistent. That's the goal, is going to be consistency. Hopefully we can turn that $2 risk level into, I don't know, goal would be $10. I think that's a reasonable goal we can achieve. Hopefully we can go head back over that PDT. I'm trading in the same account as my long-term holds, and it looks like, in my opinion, they're setting up nicely. So ideally we get over that 25,000 mark again this month. I won't be sizing up, obviously, learn that lesson. And yeah, sorry this was kind of rambly, but this was my July 2021 recap. And if you guys get some value out of this and you make it this far in the video, don't hesitate to leave a like if you got any value out of it. Trying to grow the YouTube channel a little bit. And yeah, so subscribe also. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.